Black art is born out of struggle and a deep revolutionary love. Is a balance of bullet holes and sunlight. Is the fight to free Angela and Assata. Black art is hand grenades and homegirls personified. Is anti-lynching movements. Is a three-quarter round, an up-close look inside culture, inside the hearts of a people. Is unapologetic. We are a coming together of movements and shared pains and black magic. Black theater never disconnected from the murdering of black bodies, the trials, the prisons, the voices, the freedoms. Black theater is the fight for Paul Robeson's passport, the struggle against McCarthyism, the 50s bus boycotts, MLK and Rosa Parks, marches on Washington, the lives, the rallies, the fierceness of Malcolm's delivery, the Jackie Robinson story on Broadway, the audacity of Lena Horne, the undaunting Harry Belafonte, the swagger of Sidney Poitier. Black art is Cicely Tyson's refusal to take the role and destroying every line she decided to speak. We, storytellers, griots, we molded from obsidian stone, black and precious and honest. We are the continuum, torchlighters, full of promise, rooted in love, and absolute proof that beautiful black life exists. From the 40s American Negro Theater and Negro Playwrights Company to the 1960s revolutionary voices who decided to abolish racial stereotypes and reach for our culture full of natural comedic pauses. A new Afro-futuristic mythology that included black and beautiful in the same space, from the baritone of Paul Robeson's Harlem Renaissance voice to Langston Hughes' National Broadway nod in 1935, the training ground for black stories and the necessity of black spaces coming to life through the Federal Theater Project. We are the deep, rich color and visionary pen of Lorraine Hansberry's masterpiece, A Raisin in the Sun. World shapers in the form of actors, writers, dancers, composers, playwrights, poets, those of us who say we are artists, but understand we must also represent the posts of the front line and never bury our faces of our community in our hands or inside our scripts. We exist in the shadows of sheer eloquence and legend and grace of the wondrous works of art we know as Ossie Davis and Ruby Dee, Amiri Baraka's The Dutchman, The Corners, black artists turned into stages. The public we reclaimed as our own private audiences. That smoky bar we transformed into stage. Into Zaki's Colored Girls, challenging a world to hear our complicated feminine voices of survival, the blending of poetry and dance to create choreopoem. Black art makes space for black girls to reimagine the twisted American lie of beauty. Black art allows black boys to be human, allows black boys to become men. Black art is not for sale. Black theater is our safe space, is our kitchen table. Our Sunday morning is Ron Milner's checkmates and August Wilson's piano lessons and the fences we built and crossed over and wrote songs to and pulled apart. Detroit is the historical heartbeat of black theater. The city that gave birth to Lloyd Richards, Ron Milner, and the woman in yellow, Aku Kadogo. In 1962, an empty tavern on East Adams Street became Concept East. Walls were painted, seats were installed, and magic was born. A 65-seat theater house dedicated to black community. A team that included Drama Associates founder David Rambo, Belden Raspberry, and playwright Dr. Charles H. Wright. Self-empowered and motivated, the power of collective artists carving the way for black theater on the East Side to become celebrated national treasure. Black art creates stages where there are no stages, turns invisible people into champions. 50 years of contribution, launched in the basement of St. Augustine's Church on the Lower East Side of Manhattan in 1970, Detroit pioneer Woody King Jr. founded New Federal Theater, home to Baraka's The Most Dangerous Man in America, Ed Bulling's The Taking of Miss Janey, a stage that saw the early careers of Chadwick, Debbie Allen, Morgan Freeman, Felicia Rashad, Denzel Washington, LaTanya, and Samuel L. Jackson, a space that explored the work of Detroit-raised playwrights Pearl Cleage, Tarika Turk, Karamu Kush, and more. Black art is resistance writing. Black art is resistance writing. Black art makes love to language. Black art is a tool for social change. Black art is necessary, is the deep breath, the recovery of sound, the emancipation of fear. Black art is obsidian rock, volcanic with sharp edges, a flow of lava full of cool and rapidly growing stories. Obsidian theater is the tool that shapes the future, manufactures the next generation of genius. A smooth, deep, black, unbreakable glass, a bomb drop, a monologue, a translucent black rock, a perfect Ruby D. stutter, the birthplace of soul, the unfiltered Black imagination lives here.